In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to fix a problem in Rekordbox in which it shows you the wrong BPM, especially if you have a track that starts at 128 BPM and it goes down in a breakdown at 105, but it still continues to show you at 128. That can be a real problem if you're trying to mix using your screen and using the bars. So today I'm going to teach you how to fix that using the Beat Grid editor in Rekordbox. Let's learn. What's good, you guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Deep and this is where I do a lot of DJing and tech related tutorials, tips and tricks to help you become a better DJ and to help you get better at using technology. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Alright, today's video is actually one of the most requested videos in my YouTube channel. A lot of DJs, especially beginner DJs, ask me about how to fix the problem in Rekordbox where it shows the wrong BPM. To be honest, Rekordbox does a great job of determining the BPM of every track that you import, and it does a great job especially if the BPM is consistent throughout the track. But in some instances, when you import a track that has variable BPM, variable as in the tracks that has different BPMs through the tracks, like the transition tracks, it starts at 128 and then it goes down to 105, but Rekordbox continues to show you at 128. That can be a real problem for DJs who don't know how to mix using the ears and they depend on the sync button or using the bars. So today's video is going to teach you how to fix that using the Beat Grid editor, and using the Beat Grid editor is a very helpful tool for preparing your tracks in case you want all your tracks to be on time with the beats and the bars. Let me teach you how to do that. Let's jump into my screen and I'm going to show you how to fix this. Alright, now that you can see my screen, there is one setting that I recommend you change, and that is in the settings section here at the top right corner, there is an option called analysis, and in analysis you have an option called track analysis mode. I have set this to dynamic and my BPM range is at a 70 to 180 because I have tracks that have variable BPM. Variable BPM tracks can be transition tracks, live music, rock and retro, old school music which was recorded live while playing. All these tracks have variable BPM. But if your music choice is just one kind of genre that has consistent BPM throughout the track, then you can leave it at normal. But for me, dynamic works really well because then Rekordbox understands that these tracks have different BPMs and then it changes its analysis process. It takes a slightly longer time to analyze, but trust me, this is a setting that can be really helpful for you. So I recommend you move to dynamic if you're having this problem. That is the first setting that you need to change. Then let me load a track and show you the problem that a lot of people will have, and that is, for example, in this track you can see that it starts at 128 BPM and it shows me that it's 128 BPM, and when I play the track, I'm going to turn on the metronome so that it is a little clear to hear the beat, okay? And this is how that goes. Okay, so that click sound is the metronome, and you can see that it is at 128 beats per minute and it is on the beat. And this track has a breakdown somewhere over here. When it goes down, and you can see that the beats are no longer on the line. So now when I play the track, you can hear the click sound is running at 128 BPMs, but the track will be at 105. So let me play and show you. So I know that it's at 105 BPM, but the metronome is running at 128 BPM. And you can see that even when I'm playing this, the BPM will still show 128 on the top right. So that is where the problem is, okay? And there is a very easy way to fix this. You know what, it takes a lot of effort to make these videos for you all, and I see that YouTube tells me that only 20% of my viewers are my subscribers, 80% of my viewers are not my subscribers. So if you are one of the guys who are watching this video without subscribing to my YouTube channel, I strongly recommend you do that if you're getting any value out of this video, and if you like this video, consider subscribing. Thank you. Now before you fix this, there are two things that you need to find. That is the right BPM of the track and the right BPM of the breakdown as well. This track is a remix of my own, so I know that when I was producing the track, I set the BPM to be at 128 in the beginning and at 105. Usually it's always rounded off, it's either 128 or 130, so you can use a Rekordbox. So when you load in the track and if it shows that it's 128, you can be sure that the beginning is at 128, or if it shows 105, you can be sure that the track has a 105 BPM portion somewhere in between. But in this instance, since I already know the BPMs, it's going to be very easy to do. But if you don't know the BPMs of the track, you can use this tab button here. So now I'm going to play the track and I'm going to use the tab button, and you can see that it will tell you the BPM. So I'm going to play, and then I'm going to tap with the beat. So now you can see that it is showing me 128.81. okay, and that is basically the error in my tapping, which usually means that this is going to be 128 BPM, because that's how tracks are produced. Most producers always make sure that they round off the BPM unless they want to mess with your mixing. And then in the middle, you can go back to the track in the middle where it has different BPM, and then you can play and then again tap to know the BPM of the section in between. So now you can see that it shows that it's at 104.31, which means that it is at 105 or 104. But I know that it is 105 because they would not go to 104, or I produce the track, so I know that it's at 105. So you can try with both BPMs, but it's going to be 105. Okay, and then when you tap, you know that it's a 105 BPM. But now what has happened is the entire track has turned to 105 BPM, and that is where you'll have to use the beat grid editor to change the BPM of the track in between as well. So first thing that you're going to do is go to the beginning of the track, okay, and then you're going to go to the first beat and then hit Q, and then your Q is set. After you set Q, you have to set the BPM at 128 because it begins at 128. Click enter and then click on this red and white bar, which means set the first beat of a bar to the current position. Click that, and that is when Rekordbox will know that this is the beginning of the phrase, beginning of the track. Okay, and that is how this section till the breakdown will be at 128 BPM. After that, you already know that this is going to change to 105. So what you do is right at the breakdown somewhere over here, you can click or go to that section, the track, move the track on the bar, and then you have to click on this option here which says make adjustment from the current position, not anything else. You have to change from the current position. Now when you click on this button here, everything before that stays at 128 BPM and everything after that is editable for yourself. So that is when you will change the BPM here to 105, and you can see that now every bar is right on the beat. Let me play at the breakdown and show you. See. Okay, so that is how it's going to remain. This beginning is going to be at 128 and the breakdown is going to be at 105. But this track also has a place where it goes back to 128 in the ending, which is somewhere over here. All right, listen. It's at 128 BPM, but Rekordbox still thinks that it is at a 105 BPM because we changed it. So we'll have to go to the end of the track and then go to the beginning of the first beat, which is this one. Set that right on top of the bar. Okay, and then you will again click this button here which says make an adjustment from the current position, and the minute you click that, you will see that everything before that will remain unchanged. Okay, from there you have to click at 128 BPM, type in your BPM, tap enter, and from that moment the entire track will remain at 128. Listen. Okay, now whenever you load this track, oh yeah, I would like to give you another recommendation, and that is to lock. Use this lock button where it doesn't reanalyze itself automatically. So if you can lock, then this track's BPM is going to be according to how you have set it. So now when you load in this track again, Now you can see that it starts at 128, play. And in the breakdown, it will be at 105. And in the ending, it's going to go back to 128. Somewhere over here. Okay, and that is how you fix the beat grid information of a track that has variable BPM using the beat grid editor. You can use the beat grid editor to do a lot of other things to your track, and it is a really helpful tool. If you're interested to learn all the things that the beat grid editor can do, let me know in the comment section below and I will make a full-fledged video on the beat grid editor in Rekordbox. Well, there you have it. That was all for today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video and you guys got to learn something new. If you guys did, please don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your friends. And while you're at it, it will be nice if you can click on that subscribe button and click on that bell icon to get notified every time I upload a new video. If you would like to support my channel further, you can also click on that applaud button and buy me an applaud. That will directly support me and whatever I do here for you all. Thank you. That's been it. My name is Deep and I will see you guys in the next one. Happy to help.